Welcome to the snow day. You know, in Buffalo, this would be considered, well, it is really, a dusting. This is nothing what we usually get. If you guys saw my video last year at Christmas time when we had a few feet of snow, now that's a typical Buffalo snow. But this? Oh well. I didn't mind the day off. And my tunnel is standing proud. So we'll just call this a dusting day. And the sun's trying to peek out. Gorgeous. Snow days are coveted by children, but as a secret, they're even more coveted by teachers. Now, apparently they're getting walloped in the city of Buffalo right now, from what I'm hearing. I guess the lake effect snow ban is currently hovering over that, and what typically happens is as the snow ban intensifies, it tends to move either north or south, and it stays pretty much, what's the word they use? Intact, that's not the word. But anyways, it usually stays in formation as it makes its way south, and as it makes its way south, it will then disperse. So we might get snow, more snow, later on today, but right now we just have light flurries and a little bit of sunshine. Gorgeous. So it's just gone about 6 p.m. and it's dark outside, obviously. But I just got home from my parents' house because I used this opportunity today, not having anything to do, and I went over and I spent some time with my parents and took down all their Christmas stuff and things like that. So, and they made me a lovely dinner. And now I'm back to finish this video. And I just wanted to kind of share with you some of the garden things that I got for Christmas. And yeah, that's what's going to be entailed for this. So these came from my parents. Some things that, if you saw the video around this time last year, look very, very familiar. And some things are a little bit new. So first and foremost, another calendar from Mom and Dad, and this is the Old Farmer's Almanac, and this is the one that goes in my shed. So absolutely amazing, very, very useful. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I love this, and I love the pictures. I mean, there's all sorts of beautiful artwork inside for each month. So I'm loving it. So we've got like a kind of a witch hazel, and we've got, looks like a banana palm, and some snapdragons and euryngum and some hot peppers. All sorts of really nice pictures here. So comes in great handy. I love it. If you guys don't keep a calendar in your shed, it's a really, really great tool. Okay. Look at this massive volume. Country wisdom and know-how, everything you need to live off the land. And this was my dad's idea. We're talking about, how many pages is this thing? It's a behemoth. We're looking at 1,061 pages with 1,887 illustrations, diagrams, and photographs. I have not begun to look at this, but it's going to be one of those things, especially as the long winter days drag on, that I'm going to be thumbing through. Lots of really wonderful things from what I can see. Ooh, there's a whole section on medicinals too. That's going to be great. So yes, thank you, Mom and Dad. Fabulous book. Now, the meat and potatoes of this video is going to be the grow packages, things to grow. And if you remember last year, my parents got me paperwhites to force indoors so that I can enjoy spring flowers, earlier than a buffalo spring arrives. Which incidentally, the snow never came. I guess city of Buffalo, areas north of where I am, they got pummeled like 2 feet of snow. For once, it didn't get us. It always gets us down here. Anyways, paperwhites again. So I'm thrilled about this. It's another kit. And the last time I had a kit like this, it came with the bulbs and some of those peat pellets. It was like cocoa core or something like that. It looks to be the same thing. So we're gonna throw that together. They also got me one of these kind of like aqua water ponic-y hyacinth bulbs. So I'm really happy about this. I do force hyacinths every year. And this comes in a lovely little vase. And the bulb sits right on top. You fill the water right up, and then the bulb will emerge. And you can see at the top of this bulb, there's already a little bit of grow action going on here. So this will be great. I'm going to do that as well with you. And then the last thing that I'm not going to be doing with you is this tomato and basil kind of a grow kit. Okay, it has this cute little galvanized trough, and then it comes with some of this cocoa core that you have to soak in water. And then we have two seed packets. One is sweet basil, and the other one is beefsteak tomato. So I think what I might end up doing, instead of doing tomato and basil, I mean, look at this thing. I'm not growing tomatoes in this. Basil, totally doable. I could use it as a cut and come again, but a tomato, a beefsteak tomato, yeah. It's gonna need a lot more room than this. So I'm gonna hang on to the seeds. But for now, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna wait a few weeks before I get this planted. But let's look at these paperwhites. Oh, that luscious little sprout of green at the top. How many bulbs do I have here? 2, 3, 4. And then, oh, there it is at the bottom. There it is. Cocoa peat disc. I'm just gonna dump this in here for now. Okay, just like last year. It's probably the same company. Remove this plastic wrapper, put in a 2-quart container. 2-quart container, there we are again. I should probably go out and get myself a 2-quart container, because if you remember, the California chicken asked for a 2-quart casserole. Add 2 cups of warm water, allow disc to absorb water. Now I thought I was gonna get all dirty, so that's why I put on this apron. This marvel of mid-century design. Come and get it. Isn't it nice? It's all original. I got it off of eBay for like $5. It was really cool. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna get some warm water going here and let this soak. So, give me a minute. I hope that not time lapse, but I hope that fast forward looked interesting. I'll put it in either way. But yeah, turns into this amazingly soft, and it feels very moisture retentive. This cocoa core peat, whatever it's called. So I did these last year, so I don't have to go through the directions. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to take my growing pot here. I'm going to fill it about halfway. All right. And I'm going to take my bulbs and I'm going to group them together kind of close. So these might send up secondary shoots off the side of the bulb. Sometimes they do that. But if you notice, I am putting that basal plate facing down and the green shoot sticking up. And I'm just gonna cover them up. Oh, and it feels the same as it did last year. Although last year I did this in my shed. It's way too cold outside right now. It's in the teens Fahrenheit, which I'm not sure what that is Celsius at this point. All I know is that it's blistering cold and it's dark. So I thought it would be best to do this in the kitchen today where it's a little bit more snug. All right. There we go. Now these do not have holes on the bottom. Okay. Was there a direction for me to poke the holes? Nope. So I'm going to, right. This cocoa core is pretty moist, so I'm not going to water it just yet. I'll wait a couple of days. But right now, I'm just going to set it aside. And this. Yeah, I'm going to have to go wash my hands. Hold on one second. That's much better. Much, much better. Okay, so if you ever get one of these, super easy. I just filled my kettle up here with some water, and you're gonna want the water to go right up to where the bulb sits. Now, I put a little too much in there. I'm gonna take a little bit of it out. I only want the very bottom to be touching. Oh, meet halfway. Yes, no? Yes, almost? Ha! Perfect. Actually, I'm just gonna a little bit more. There we go. So the very bottom of the hyacinth bulb is touching the water. Now I'm going to have to watch this because the water will evaporate. All right. And of course the bulb is going to start creating roots and sucking up the water. So this is something that I'm going to have to keep an eye on a regular basis and top off every time you see it drop below the level of the bulb. Now as the roots grow, they're going to grow downwards into this vessel. Again, you want to keep it watered, but if you forget to do it, it's not going to be the end of the world because the roots, there will be, as long as there are some roots inside the water, you should be good. Okay. Does this box have anything special to say? Fill a glass with water just below the bulb. Water should not touch the bottom of the bulb. Place the hyacinths in the cross. Okay, so it's not supposed to touch the bulb. Now, I've used these before, and I've actually touched the bottom of the bulb. I'm going to follow the directions. I've never had any problems. Maybe they're worried about rot. Okay, there. Those little brown roots are just touching. Wonderful. So I have got 2 containers of spring bulbs, which are now officially on their way to force themselves up, throw up these gorgeous blossoms, and fill my house with the smell of spring, hopefully months before it actually happens. So if this is something that interests you, I suggest absolutely getting yourself some of this wherever you can find it. I think my mom just picked these up at a local shop, but I don't think it was a specialty shop at all. And you can order bulbs online right now, and you could actually use regular potting soil, do it that way. But I do not go by one winter without forcing some type of spring bulb indoors, because that smell really puts me in a wonderful mood. Not to mention how beautiful they are. So I'm going to take these, move all this junk over. I'm going to take these and put them close to my window here at the kitchen. It's going to now give my lovely orchid, which I've had for 6 years now, a little bit of company. And we'll keep an eye on them together, okay? So that's it for me. A nice relaxing snow day. And I don't know how many more of these we will get. I think they got it very, very wrong, so I don't think they'll be as proactive. They called it yesterday, okay? And then, you know, nothing happened outside, so it might have to be one of those situations where I have to wake up at, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll get the call at 6 o'clock when I've been up for an hour and won't be able to go back to bed. But never mind. We cherish snow days. We always do. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you are all doing well. Not sure what my next video is going to be, but it will be probably next Saturday. I'm going to have to think about it. So, take care, everybody. I will see you all really, really soon. So long.